So when we think about what could be the hardest problem or hardest thing about being a designer at WorkTango, I always like to go back to like what is the goal of this designer? At the end of the day, when it comes to like creating solutions, there's something called the problem space and there's something called the solution space. At WorkTango, and this is very unique based on my experience, WorkTango has a very small problem space. When we talk about the problems what we want to solve, they're very straightforward, but the solution space is actually quite complex. And so I think that's what can be really challenging. It's very easy to understand what managers are going through on a daily basis. It's very easy to identify and empathize with that. But when it comes to coming up with a solution that is accessible, especially since we're first and foremost a product, I think that's where the designer is going to find a challenge, because data is not easy for every single person to comprehend. And so finding ways to make data more accessible, as well as using data to help influence decision making. Um, because you're not there to actually have a conversation with a manager, you have to design a conversational interface that will facilitate this conversation that you couldn't have or that you could have in person.